Louisiana Odyssey. Well, I was sent here by the BBC World Service on this kind of unique project, and basically it was something that we haven't done before. We paired up with a local radio station, an NPR station called WWNO, and the idea was to embed a BBC World Service reporter into the community. And so that was me, fortunately, and it was meant to be 1 week at first. And, you know, when we were first sent, it was kind of weird because we almost felt like, you know, it was almost a month into the oil spill. In fact, it was a month into the oil spill. And we thought, oh, have we missed the story? And as I got here and started talking to people from day one, I realized this story is just getting started. And in fact, my stay kept getting extended. So 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm just on the final stages now. And in fact, I'm leaving tomorrow, and I feel almost guilty for leaving because the story has done nothing but pick up. You know, I keep hearing these stories about fishermen. The oil is still gushing. So, in fact, I feel in a way like there's still so many stories to tell. But along the way, I've met amazing, amazing characters. You know, fishermen losing their livelihoods who fear that, you know, it's more than their livelihoods. It really is their culture. You know, head in hands, men who I would never expect to see shed a tear ever in their lives. And these people have just been through so much is what I'm finding out. You know, everybody says, you know, first it was Katrina. I lost everything during Katrina, and now this. I think the first thing that jumps out about being here in Louisiana is the spirit of everybody. I mean, they have been through so much, these people. I talked to somebody yesterday, a fishing family, that decided to stay during Katrina. The husband clung on to a tree for 7 hours. The wife, you know, was swept up down the road. They lost everything. And now this oil spill has hit. And they were sitting there inviting me in for sandwiches and, you know, smiling and laughing. And I had to say, I don't understand how you people can actually be smiling and laughing. I mean, if that were me, I think I would just be lying under a blanket all day. And they said, well, you know, don't be fooled. It's, you know, we're obviously welcoming you here, but there have been tough times. But what are you going to do? You know, are you going to let this sink you, or are you going to go on? And you just have to go on, and you take things day by day. And this is what a lot of these people learned, is that really you have to take life day by day, because you never know when a hurricane's going to come. You never know when an oil spill is going to hit. So I think just the tenacity of these people has been astounding. I guess I feel really emotional about it, you know, because I've met so many people that are just going through so much. And I guess it just puts things, you know, I hate to be cliche, but it really puts things into perspective. You know, a bad day at work, or, you know, trouble with a relationship, because these people have climbed out of the bottom of a pit, and they're still climbing. And you know what? This oil spill kind of kicked them back down a little bit, but they're still climbing because they know that that's what they need to do. And it also really reinforces, you know, how strong family is. It just really has impacted me. This whole Louisiana, you know, the culture, the music, the attitudes, everything. And I guess I had perceptions like everybody else when I came here. Oh, I'm going to be based in New Orleans. And people kept saying, oh, lucky you, head down to Bourbon Street, you know, what a party. Well, it's so much more than that. It really is. And especially leaving New Orleans as well. I mean, New Orleans is fantastic, but coming out to these fishing communities, I've had nothing but the warmest hospitality I've ever had in my entire life. And people keep saying, please don't forget about us, because they know how the media work. You know, the story starts to get old after a while. People don't want to hear constantly about other people in misery and a spill that's been going on. You know, if it's not news anymore, the media will leave. But people say, don't forget about us. And I think, you know, in order not to forget, I feel like I have a duty to come back, to keep in touch with these people, because they certainly have touched my life.